this time is really surprising. So what keeps you there?
Here they drink a lot.
Okay.
Polish people are not very, they're very reserved. Everybody is in your business. Don't talk to her, leave her alone. I learned in Poland how to mind my business.
The air tickets to Szczecin or Gdansk,
Yeah.
8 zlotys, very funny prices. 8 zlotys and 1 hour of flight.
But you can get a job.
Hello guys, you're on the channel of Residence Angels. Today we have a special guest for you. We'll be talking about relocation to Poland, how the immigration process goes, how the life in Poland, is it easy or difficult? We want people not to have any illusion about moving abroad and to get inspired by a great storyteller. So today we have a special guest, Princess Angela. She's from Nigeria and she's already in Poland since 2017. The story is really great, it inspires me, and I want you also to get inspired by this great storyteller. So hello, Princess Angela, thank you for coming. I know you from the very long time, and really I hope this interview will be very interesting for the people who will be watching that. So maybe we'll start from the most classic and logic question. Why you moved to Poland?
Okay. First things first, I want to say thank you so much, Vlad, for this opportunity. I have always used Residence Angels, from the beginning, as you know.
Yeah,
when
I know.
When it comes to the relocation, getting my visa, getting my student status, it's always been you. And I want to still say again, thank you so much for all the help, the support that you have put in just to make sure that my stay in Poland is amazing.
Sure, it was a big pleasure.
Thank you. Okay, why Poland? So while I was back home in Nigeria, I felt like, there are times in your life that you feel like you're stagnant and you need some kind of change. I felt like it was time for me to, maybe progress. I would say because I felt stagnant, I wanted to move, feel some level of progression in my life. And then I decided, okay, let me start my master's, let me look for some things to do. Of course, my first options were US, Canada, and I somehow in searching, I found, when you have schools and then you have an option that is much more affordable because I had a budget in mind, of course. One of my criteria was it should be affordable and the economy should be, something that I can also afford. And Poland came in. So I did a research on it. And luckily for me, that was the same time that my mom, who happened to work in foreign affairs, also got her transfer to go to Poland. So it was one of those things that just connected naturally on its own. So that's why I came to Poland. I came to Poland for my studies, to do my master's. That's what I came for.
Okay, and which university you have studied in?
Oh, okay. So Wyższa, Szkoła, Pedagogiki, Administracja, Poznaniu.
That's great.
That was the school I went to. Yes, it took me 2 years
to learn
how to say this.
Many students, they even don't know how their special faculty is called, so till third year of study. So it's good that you can pronounce this in Polish even.
Yes, so that is it. And the short form is WSPIA. Yes, and I studied, my first was a postgraduate, which was in business administration, of course, master's in business administration. But then I specialized in international business and public administration. Okay.
And, many people are asking if it's possible to combine study and work in the same time. How it was in your university, actually?
Yes. So I was in school during the time that there wasn't COVID. And lucky for me, I got a job in a customer service company. At that time, it was known as SITEL. Currently, it's known as Foundever. You are able to schedule yourself, because we were students, you could schedule yourself within the time slots that you don't have classes. But it is very difficult. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, that you'll be studying and working. It's something that you just have to make up your mind and be ready for. There are some sacrifices you have to make, of course, when it comes to doing both. It's either you're going to miss work or you're going to miss school, but it is doable. That I can tell you, it is doable, especially if there is flexibility in the company that you work.
Yeah, of course, that's true. Like even in our company, hiring students, this is really difficult. Like because like when people go to work and they're studying at the same time, like we know that, sorry, but you have, like there will be one special day when we will have a lot of job and a lot of duties to do, and you will have a studies, it will be combined, and you will have to make a difficult choice, work or study. So just to avoid the situation, we are trying not to consider that. But if you're saying that your study was, that your work was manageable from the perspective of schedule and you can choose which hours you're working, then of course that's good.
Yeah, there was flexibility. Again, just so that everybody knows it's realistic, this is the kind of job I found. There are some jobs, as you have highlighted, that does not give this flexibility. So it's about you trying to find those jobs that have those flexible working schedule for you.
So what about your marks?
So for me, I was able to basically give out 6 hours a day for school. So what I did is I had some kind of communication with my lecturers, supervisors, and I made them understand that I was working, and what they would do is they would, give out the courses or the classes, and then the days that I will choose not to go to work, I would do presentations on those days, and they would grade me off of that. That was how I was able to, come to a balance when it came to school and work. That's what I did.
If you compare education in Nigeria and here, do you have this same approach in Nigeria?
No.
When you can negotiate with lecturers?
No. I'm going to be very honest. In Nigeria, it is completely the opposite. You can't have that negotiations with school. But there's one thing I can tell you, it is intense. In Poland, school is intense. Like, I feel like it's a completely different system when it comes to, because you see how your grade works. You have access to everything. You have access to the platform. Like there's nothing hidden, there's nothing behind the scenes. So it was a very new thing for me, but I was lucky, one of the lucky ones, to be able to have understanding lecturers, as I said, maybe because most of my lecturers were foreigners also. So it was more of something that we were able to, come to some level of agreement.
Did you have any special funny situations in your university here in Poland?
For me, with my university, not really. As compared to now, there are a lot of changes as compared to now. Again, I stopped school like in 2020. In 2021, that was the last time that was my last graduation because I did 2 courses, as you know. But as compared to now, I heard that they are more strict. The educational system is a little bit more strict now. Like classes are now, no more COVID, classes are now back online, back on site. And because I see how my colleagues try to shuttle, and they are complaining really because the professors are more demanding and things like that. For me, I don't know what has changed in Poland, but no, I never had any issues. It was always very easy. I think that Poland, the educational system gives you access. You can actually walk up to your dean and just talk to your dean. It was shocking that you could just walk up to your dean, ask any question at all. And especially like getting your confirmation letters, it was easy to just go to school, get those documents. There wasn't any in between, no receptionists, because back in Nigeria, we always had like those receptionists or secretaries. It is like very hard, very, very hard as compared to Poland. Poland, you can actually have access to the Dean of Students Affairs. Just make sure that you get, I know in Vistula you guys have a ticketing, so you get your ticket. And
even in case if I want to take some document from Dean office, like student letter, there was, as I remember, 5 zlotys I need to pay in ticket machine in order to achieve this student letter. But whenever... Yeah, right now it's ticketing actually. Yes, before when I was studying there, like there was no ticket machine. Like there was just normal line. But right now, yeah, it's everything. They added a little bit bureaucracy there. So I need to take a ticket whenever I go to accountant or dean office
I know.
or international office. Everything is on tickets now. But anyway, it's comfortable.
Yeah, it is. It's actually doable. But for me in my school, what we do is you reach out to the dean by WhatsApp.
Oh, really?
Just reach out, and he tells you the most convenient time. He'll look at his schedule and say, okay, you can come between 11 and 12, and you go there, and believe me, he will attend to you because he booked an appointment with you. Another thing, again, in Poland, appointments, when they tell you the time, it's the time. It's something I really appreciate when it comes to the culture in Poland, as compared to back in my country.
You know, in Vistula, there was one situation. I was eating my lunch, like just sitting in this cafeteria of the university inside, and like the one man, he comes literally and sits nearby, and he says, "I'm the director." I don't remember which department. He said, "I'm the director of the department which cares about the student." So, like, his work was to make everybody satisfied. And he was like asking me, like, if anything annoys me in this university, or is there something which I'm satisfying of? So, and really, I was surprised. He's like a spy, you know. I didn't know him, and he was asking me such questions. So, yeah, that's really cool. Did you have in your university such like, you know, that universities sometimes they are inviting very interesting guests for some speeches.
Yes.
And did you have some guests from companies, let's say?
Yes, we did. During the time that we were studying business administration, we did have like special professors. Actually, some of them have personal businesses that have been on for like 15, 20 years. They would take some courses and give us some speeches about how they run their business and things like that. So it was very interesting. I remember that in my school, we're in elections right now, right, in Poland. The current mayor was a lecturer in my school.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Trzaskowski?
Yes, that's correct.
That's cool.
That's correct. Cool. So you see, like, for us, it was one of those things that we're really, really proud of. Yeah.
You know that he's also helping people to get married, and he's like a priest on the marriage ceremony. Like sometimes he's doing this work also.
Oh, nice.
One of my friend, she was not able to arrange the marriage. She had to make it quickly, and all marital offices thought we are busy right now. And I don't know how but she got reached him, and he arranged the marriage for that couple.
Oh my God!
Can you imagine this? Like,
yeah, that would be good.
What about the job now? Like how to find the job in Poland? Can you honestly tell to the people?
Okay, so
if you can give some 5 top advices.
LinkedIn, Indeed, praka.pl, and if you're lucky, you can see some jobs on foreigners in Warsaw. In Facebook, they do post job ads. Yes, some are not, very legit, but there are very legitimate ones. I had a side, like a second job once through there, contacted people. I would also like to highlight that walking into the parastatal, the business, they are very much more open. Like, I know many people that walked into McDonalds and it's like, I'm looking for a job, and the manager found a place for them in a different, a different area. So with Poland itself, I know it's very difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Not that it's difficult, it's just that it's
it's challenging.
Challenging, yeah. That's the word. It's challenging, but you can get a job. We also have options like Uber Eats and Bolts, foods, If for the meantime, I would advise anybody that is relocating to Poland before you finally get that corporate job, precisely. look into going to Uber Eats or Bolt Foods for the meantime while you search for, because yes, there are job offers in LinkedIn and Indeed. Also, if you are able to like follow these companies, Citibank, ING, Foundever, just follow some companies. Once there is a job offer, they always are very open. And something I want to highlight in Poland, there is cultural appropriation, there is diversity, and I would like to highlight that there is no form of racism. They are very, very, some places are bilingual, trilingual, so it depends on the kind of skill sets that you have, but you are always welcome. There is no nepotism. It doesn't matter if you're disabled or not. If the job suits you, you will get it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's something I can
a lot of
highlight.
people are asking in the Facebook, because we are monitoring the publics, if they can find some job with no Polish language skills.
Yes.
So as to me, it's not that challenging. Actually,
Yes.
a little bit can be difficult. You may spend some time, because I heard that people are sending thousands of CVs to the companies and they are not replying. I think that maybe they are sending to 1,000. Like the problem is that 1,000.
It's the CVs, actually. It's the CVs. In every company, there are those skills that we are looking for. Like in my company, Foundever, there are some skill sets that we are looking for. And if that information is not in your CV, there is a high probability that even if you are a good fit, just because your CV lacks those information,
True.
then because to be honest, we all right now are in a digital world, and it's going to be very difficult to filter 8,000 CVs that come in. You and I know that AI does the first stage of scanning through. So let me give an example. You're looking for a job in customer service. You and I know that when it comes to customer service, the first things that you have to look out for is communication, interpersonal skills, Microsoft skills, depending on the kind of level of customer service. Are we talking about IT background? We'll be looking for words like SQL, coding, what else? Java. These are things that slim down and make it a better fit. Okay, this person has Java skills. This person has, Power BI. This person has coding. But if you don't have this information, let me give an example. Some people send very bland CVs. CV like writing, my name is this, and put like a small essay, and then just put your school information. That doesn't tell me what your skill sets are. It doesn't identify what you have, what you're bringing to the company. And this is one of the reasons why when someone comes and says like, oh, I've been applying for like 1,000 jobs, I keep on saying, can I see your CV? Have you proofread your CV? Does your CV fit the job you are trying to apply for? So people should come with very realistic approaches.
That's true. Like we are having like many of CVs every day for the job. We are hiring all the time. So sometimes people are not even able to make CV in the good way. There are so many technologies already appeared. You just please upload your CV there, let it fix. A lot of online builders of CV already appeared, and you can also just input the information and it will give you beautiful CV in PDF, and you can send it to your manager, because they are sending doc file through email. Doc file is ruined by Gmail. Yeah. When you're sending it, it's like everything, all tables are crashed there. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Google, please fix it. But we are getting, and when I'm opening, it looks like person even didn't try to make it in a good way. So like for me, it's first impression as HR. Okay, so if the person was not able to make good CV, probably in the same manner, this person will be writing to my clients emails which will not be like good. This person will not say hello, hope you are doing good.
Yes.
Best regards at the end. This is like very special thing which we are also demanding. This is also actually that skill which we are looking for. So if we see that CV is okay, we start. We go to the second step. We go through the skills, like any kind of career experience and so on. And if it doesn't suit, so my question is why the person if the person really expected that she or he will be hired in case if they only had experience in gastronomy. I'm not looking for the people from gastronomy, for example. The same, like if you are sending CVs to thousands of companies and they're not replying, so you need to consider again, like
your approach,
CV, and maybe your approach is not proper actually. So yeah.
Some people actually do get into getting these jobs, but then the second stage where you have the interview, okay, so for a customer service, you are going to be communicating some level. It's either going to be email, chats, or calls. And for me, if I know, because like my project, we do calls, emails, and chats, I will test you on typing skills. I will test you in speaking. And you can't expect that right now you're able to understand me, right?
Yeah.
I would appreciate that if I'm going to employ someone, they should be able to have a pace of communication, understandability. You know, also some people are not able to form words grammatically. They make errors, and this doesn't say good from, you know, for your side. I would advise that if you want to look for a job, please take your time, go through background checks, you know, go through Google, see what those interviews would be about. Try to understand so that you are, you know, you train yourself and make sure that you are put into that phase prior to your interview, so that you don't, you know, start speaking gibberish, like baby speak, baby talk. I have had a situation where I had an interview with someone, and I asked, okay, tell me about yourself. And the person's like, I'm from this country. This is how old I am. I came to Poland to study. This is what I'm studying. That's all. That doesn't tell me anything about you. What most of us would like to hear is, currently I am studying in this, and the reason why I'm studying this is because of this. This is what I aim for. This is what my plans, my goals are. And the reason why I'm applying to your company is because of this and that and this. I feel that with my expertise in this and this and this, and you know, being in this.
You described really impossible candidate. I think even I was not like that when I was searching the job. So it's like what every HR is expecting that, but really it's some perfect, not true situation which only comes in dreams. So
yeah, I know, but at the end of the day, there are people that will come like this. And now you would say HR chose those people over you, but the truth is they were more composed than you are. And it's no offense to you. I understand that, you know, sometimes we look for entry-level jobs, you know, meaning that you don't need to have experience, but then the way you carry yourself, your charisma, the way you compose yourself, these are things that would, you know, make someone really want to employ you.
Yeah, that's true.
That's something that people really don't know. And people feel that just because I speak English is enough. No, it's not enough.
That's true. What about culture in your company? How do you feel there? You're working for a long time there. Oh,
yes. This is going to be 19. I started working there July 16, 2019.
It's like, I know that some people are working for 20 years in one company, but this period of time is also like overlong. In our days, when everything is changing, you know, like it's so easy to change right now the job to another profile to teach yourself. And I don't know, AI right now appeared, and you can gain some new profession very fast and go for some another job. But like, this time is really surprising. So what keeps you there?
Okay, so let me start by saying that when I joined in 2019, in July, I started as a customer service agent, and I wrote the exam. We have like the growth in the company. We have like some development platforms in the company, and I made it to become a coach, which is people that become team managers.
Yep.
So I was able to go through that program. But prior to that, after customer service, I moved to the product specialist team. It's a team specifically that handle, they're like senior agents that handle escalations and things like this. I worked there till I got the opportunity to become a team manager. And then after becoming a team manager, I was given the opportunity to become the team manager of those special agents, the one I did. Remember, the senior agents, the escalation. So I would say the reason why I'm still with Foundever is that for me, Foundever is more like family. It's not just a job now. It's one of my passions now. It's one of the places I can say it's a safe zone. You know, I have had so much promotions in that company. I would tell you that the skill sets I use on my day-to-day is thanks to Foundever. It's an amazing company. We are in I think we are in over 150 locations in the world. It's not just Foundever is not just a Polish company. It's actually a global company. Our headquarters is in the US, of course, and we are, as I said, I told you earlier, we are in Portugal.
Yeah.
We are in Germany. So and currently our site became trilingual. We have Japanese in Poland.
Okay.
So some of the languages we speak are like French, Japanese, Polish, Russian, Czech, Hebrew.
Cool.
I'm trying to remember, but a lot of diversified, languages, Spanish, of course. And we handle, because we are, an outsourcing company, we handle a lot of very important customers and clients. You get the opportunity to speak to these people, and then you get to understand, a completely different type of business. So it's an opportunity working in Foundever. Every day I do not take it for granted, and I'll just like to highlight that we do have opportunities. Like, you can be here, but you can get a job in the EMEA level.
Great.
So you see, it's not just cloned only to Poland. I can get a job globally. There is an opportunity like that, and that's one of the things that everyone finds in jobs. You want a job that you are able to move, possibly like get a job that is fully remote, travel and work. Foundever has those type of opportunities, and that's why I'm still with them.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'm hopeful that, fingers crossed, I will get there.
Are you better team manager than was before when you came?
Yes. I would say that I've learned a lot being a team manager. You get to speak with people individually. You get to understand completely different kind of personalities, people's mental health and things like that. Currently it's a trying time. Sometimes you end up having some associates that are currently part of, the war and things like that. So it's a huge learning process, because you have to come to the human side, not just the business side. It's really, I can't lie. It's an amazing thing. Like, for me, I'm always a people's person. That's one thing I am, a people's person. It's great that I am able to do my job and still do something I really love to do.
Really, if I would looking for the job, I could leave you just my CV, please hire me tomorrow.
I mean, maybe my associates, when they get to watch this, they could attest if I'm a bad TM or I'm a good one. I think they would be able to attest for that.
How about coming at 10 a.m. to the work and leaving strictly by 6 p.m., if that works for you?
Yes.
Or
yes.
you have some overworking?
No. There are times, of course, where there could be additional tasks, but Foundever makes it very flexible again, that even though you put in those hours because of those tasks, you can take a shorter time within the other days. But it's not like an everyday thing. You can work within the time frame that is provided to you, 8 hours a day. Yes.
Amazing. Really, I'm inspired by this company already. Like, I heard a lot of about SITEL first, because we were serving a lot of customers. But like the way how they perform their business style and how they create this culture, that how you are satisfied of it. So for me, it's something amazing, really.
Yes.
I have a question about Poland.
Yes.
What is the main culture difference between Nigeria and Poland?
The drinking.
Where people are drinking more?
Here they drink a lot.
Okay.
The drinking. Polish people are not very, they're very reserved. It's not like they're rude or anything, but if it's not necessary, they do not communicate with you. That's what I see in Poland. I learned in Poland how to mind my business. And I like that because back home, everybody is in your business. You know, like because, in Nigeria, we're very family oriented. So your aunties, extended, everybody gets to know what's going on in the family.
Yeah.
But here in Poland, luckily for me, I have a Polish family. My girlfriend, Paulina, her family is amazing. I still call her dad and her mom, my mom and dad in Poland. They're amazing. I got to spend Christmas in Poland and I saw that was my first culture shock, that we do not eat meat. We only eat like fish till after Boxing Day, I think.
Yeah.
And it's the way we celebrated Christmas that mattered to me. Everybody got a gift. Everybody exchanged gifts. Everybody ate on the table. Like aunties and uncles came to join us in the meals. It was beautiful. For me, I keep on tearing up every time. And this is my first Christmas with them, but it didn't even feel like they didn't know me. I felt like I was part and parcel of Christmas there. It felt like everybody knew me. And that's what I'm saying, that Polish people are reserved, but when you get to know them individually, they're amazing people.
Yeah, they're very family oriented, actually.
Yes.
We search a lot of cases for permanent residence card. And when you're applying for permanent residence card, there is a special article which you can use when you are a holder of Polish nationality in your family. When some of your parents or grandparents, they were Polish nationals, and then you apply for this permanent residence based on it. And during this procedure, there is special interview during which the officer is asking you a lot of questions about history, politics, administration of Poland and so on. But the most important is to explain how you have cultivated Polish culture in your family, how you celebrated Christmas and Easter. Those two are the most important holidays in Poland. Actually, tomorrow we have Easter.
Easter, yes.
Yeah.
Where is Easter, yes.
So, Christmas, this is something, very intimate for the people here.
Yes.
And the tradition is that Polish people, Polish family, they are collecting all together for the dinner. It's like Saint dinner. It's called Wigilia in Poland. And there is special, I don't know how it's in English, it's not bread, but it's called Opłatek. The white, when they crush
yes.
the pieces and share it to each other
everybody.
and give some wishes.
Yes, exactly. And wishing everybody a good Christmas. And also they have the plates for a guest.
Yeah.
On the table, that there is always another plate. Empty. Nobody's there.
Empty plate. Yeah.
Just in case someone else came, and that someone else was me. You can imagine being the only African in the midst of a lot of Polish people. It was amazing. I felt so much loved that I felt like I was back home celebrating Christmas, and that's something that I really appreciate in the Polish culture. Poland gives you that feeling of when you come to Poland and then you see the different cultures, and then the one thing I would like to highlight about Poland that many people don't talk about is the ease when you come to acclimatizing to the society. It will take you about a week maximum, and you know where your grocery store is because everything is just within your vicinity. You can always transportation is something.
Night. It's 3 a.m.
Exactly.
You will go whenever you will reach whichever place.
I know for a fact that I can go out comfortably at 3 a.m. to anywhere in Poland, and I would not be scared. And this is something that some places do not have, And I understand that every country is different. And this is something I'm so grateful for. Like, I'm so sure that I'm not going to be harassed or anything. And if at all someone tries to, someone will come in, you know? Like, let's say someone is drunk and trying to be funny. You would see like a Babcia come and be like, don't talk to her, leave her alone. And then I'll be like, oh my God, like, it is so beautiful watching this, like feeling this. She doesn't know me, but yet she defends me because she knows that if anything were to happen to me, you know, like that's something that you don't find anywhere. And I still have babcias, I call them, of course, like grandmas that are around, like where I'm staying now. And they come to me and they'll be telling me coffee, like, you know, early morning coffee. I don't drink coffee, but because babcia gave me, of course I'll drink one, you know. I can't refuse a coffee from babcia, but it feels like some level of connection. And this is something that Poland has. Coming to Poland, you're able to go to 26 countries, Schengen countries. Currently, Croatia joined us.
Yeah.
So Croatia is on my to-do list also.
Firstly, you have to visit Portugal.
Yes, I agree.
And then any other. Up to you, but Portugal is on the first.
Yes, Lisbon. Lisbon is on my list. Yeah. I will. But then you see, you can travel. And I would like to highlight that it is affordable. People think that it's so expensive. It's not. Just that you have to time the seasons, as we discussed. Yep. Time those seasons that it should be like, you can get Ryanair.
Yeah,
Ryanair or Wizz Air. You can even see tickets as cheap as 30, 50. Just travel with a knapsack. It's not something, and when I'm saying traveling, I know people are like feeling that maybe it's 2 hours or 3 hours. No, it's like 1 hour.
You can even buy the air tickets to Szczecin or Gdansk.
Yeah.
8 zlotys.
Yes.
Sometimes those promotion goes really into very funny prices. 8 zlotys and 1 hour like of flight to Szczecin within Poland.
I got a flight going and coming back, 56 zloty to Paris. 56 zloty going, and like I didn't believe it until I booked that flight, and I was like, Paris, 56 zloty? And zloty, guys, for us is the currency that we use here in Poland. So just in case you hear us use the word zloty.
Yeah, sure.
56 zloty. It's amazing. You and I know, like, our student's monthly tickets is 55 zloty, right? A month. And then you get to go to a completely different country. One of the love of, like, call it the land of love, right? You go there for 56 zloty. For me, yes, this is one of the good things of relocating to Poland.
By the way, do you remember in Poland, like exactly, I think it was in 2017 to 2019, there was Polski Bus.
Yes.
And they were selling the tickets in 1 zlotys.
Yes.
Like it was random promotion.
Yes. And you could go to anywhere, I remember, for just 1 zloty.
Just for 1 zloty, yeah. It was very surprising.
And I remember many people went with just the coin. We just went with the 1 zloty coin. Oh my God, good times. That was good times, yeah.
Is how your personality changed. Let's imagine there was Princess Angela 7 years ago, and Princess Angela, which I see right now here in front of me. So what kind of personal changes you feel if you compare?
So as of 2017, when I came here, I would say that there were not so many foreigners as there are now. It's so nice to see the influx of a lot of people from different parts of the world. The orientation of, migrating to Poland has completely shifted now. I will actually admit that I do advise people that if you have the opportunity, yes, you can come to Poland. But again, with realistic, phases, like make sure that you know that these are the things that are on ground. It is important that you are able to have at least communicative Polish language, because there are some people that don't speak English. It's no disrespect. I know that English is a well-spoken, language, but some of our old people don't speak it, and you get to meet these people in grocery stores and places like that. So it's important that you have at least communicative, and communicative is like A1, right? I feel that Poland has changed tremendously. Infrastructure, education, everything around. You can see it's very beautiful. I came to Poland when M2 had only four or five metro stops?
Maybe on
In
the main
Warsaw.
line.
Yeah. And now we have like
We have
11, I think, for M2 line.
That's true.
So there is huge growth in Poland, and you can admit that there is growth in Poland. For me, Poland is a good place to start, especially for people that is their first time leaving their home country. Yes, I would actually agree that, yes, you can come to Poland. Yeah.
Warsaw is growing amazingly. If to compare Warsaw 10 years back,
Exactly.
like Rondo Daszyńskiego, this is the place which never existed on that time. Like there was, of course, like from the perspective of city structure and roads and so on. Yeah, but right now there's skyscrapers,
Yeah.
a lot of businesses, a lot of
Businesses.
offices. Teams are relocating their staff globally, like from US to Poland
Exactly.
to Brazil. I don't know, from India, like people are
Yeah.
coming. So it a little bit accelerated the growth of this country. So
In a very shocking way, we used to have only two business districts, which used to be Central and Mokotów.
Yep.
Now we have the
Order.
You know, there's so many. WeWork. I'm like, wow. And these are offices that are furnished to completely ready. You just need to move in. It's amazing at the changes that have been made so far in Poland. It is really, really impressive. Even in Łódź, I found out that we have those type of, offices available in those little capitals. So, yes.
do you consider to move anywhere else? Or of course, Portugal, of course, for the travel in the short term, but I don't know, for some career challenges, or do you consider any other country?
For now, I want to be honest with you. No. And I have my reasons why I said no. First and foremost, I'm a woman. And most people that are coming into Poland, especially like if you're working, and currently I'm now married, so I'm thinking of growing my family. When it comes to the maternity leave, when it comes to the health insurance, it is one of the most beautiful things that are universal for us here in Poland. You can call a doctor, get an appointment, and these are things that we really need on our day-to-day. It's not like I hear my friends in the UK how they book appointments and get appointments after 1 week. We don't have that. You get a doctor the next day, especially if you have like the private medical insurance.
Yeah, with private, yes.
Like Medocover and what's it called? Luxmed, Enelmed. Yeah, you get these opportunities. And even the private health insurance are affordable. They're not expensive. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is something...
It's not sounding scary when you're discussing the prices.
When you hear the prices, as compared to our colleagues that are working in the US and tell you how much they pay for medical insurance.
Half of salary, yeah.
You know, exactly. So these are the things that I will tell you, that I'm being very honest and open to you, that Poland is a place for family. It is very, very convenient. I know that when it comes to maybe salary, it could be lesser compared to other countries, but you need to find the right job.
Yeah,
and if
that's true. The salary is only the problem of the person, actually.
Yeah, if you find the right job, you would like to stay in Poland, and that's what I can say.
That's true. You know, wherever I traveled, like everything is cool outside of Poland. You can go to see beauty of Portugal, I don't know, the seas of Albania and so on, but you're sitting there for a week, you feel relaxed, everything is cool, but anyway, you start to miss Poland, because Poland for me associates with business, with some career, with some tempo, because I didn't feel this tempo like in other countries of Europe. Here you want to work, you want to grow, you want to build your life here, and then you can relax somewhere
else. Yeah, I feel that that's my goal too. I have been here for, again, this is 7 years now, going to be here, and I would like to say that Poland is home to me. Nigeria is second home. I go back to Nigeria because my family, my roots are there, but home for me is Poland. And I know that people are going to be like, oh, no, that's not possible and things like that. I am so used to how the system works here that is, even when I'm back home, it's a little bit complicated for me. Like my time for waking up, you know, how the waking up, the hustle and bustle in Warsaw. These are something that we get very accustomed to. And then you go to a completely different city. Like I went to Catania, and then I noticed that I went out like 8 a.m. and it was really quiet, you know. Nobody was running out to get coffee and croissant or something.
Yeah, where are the people actually?
Yeah.
In Germany, yeah, it's like that.
Green Cafe Nero, Costa Coffee. And I'm asking like, okay, and you see now I'm really, really Polish now because I prefer to have my tea in Green Cafe Nero, Costa Coffee. But you and I know that it's Starbucks, right? That is in most countries, not Costa Coffee. And we're very used to sitting out, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Princess, thank you very much for coming. I'm really happy. You're I know you from the very long time.
yes.
And every talk we had, even that time in Astoria, like I think 6 years back, it was in the same atmosphere.
That's correct.
Thank you for coming. I'm wishing you to grow higher and higher in your company.
Thank you.
I'm wishing you the family,
Thank you.
health,
Thank you.
beauty, everything what you can wish to yourself as well.
Thank you. And I wish you the same, Vlad. I want to use this opportunity to tell anybody that is coming to Poland, if you would like to do the relocation and come to Poland, please use Residence Angels. I'm not saying this because, you know, I'm trying to lie to you or something. Since I came to Poland, Vlad has been the only person, the only company that has handled my visa, my residency, and it has always been a smooth sail. It's very difficult to have people that communicate with you on a very open page. Most of the people that you get to see, they just give you some information, but with Vlad, it was always an opportunity that he would tell me, okay, this is your login, this is your password, this is this. You can also check it for yourself. I'm doing my job. And if you want to feel safe, because again, it's about the safety. If you want to feel safe, you can also check it yourself so that you can see that I am doing my own part of this job. And that is something that is very hard to find. Residence agency will give you that ease. You can give them and then sleep at night. I don't need to bother about anything. If for any reason, additional documents, you know, a missing document or additional documents is required, Vlad will just reach out. I'm like, okay, you need to bring this. And it's very easy. He gives you the time frame. Even if you tell him, oh, I can't get it within this time frame, he makes it so easy for you that you don't feel pressure at any point. And that is something that is amazing.
Thank you for your opinion.
Once again, yes. Please use Residence Angels. Yes.
Thank you for watching our video. I hope it was very interesting for you. So very soon we'll be inviting new guests. So subscribe not to miss, like our video, put a comment to help us to grow, and see you in next videos. Goodbye.